Thanks.
Only a few insiders know about this luxury side of New York.
The intention behind it was to find luxury with the original charm of Tribeca.
However, luxury broker Niklas Hackstein is not just showing off his latest luxury property today. Currently, in the spacious 200 square meter apartment, what could be the most crucial and potentially decision-altering viewing is taking place.
The concept in America is a little different to that in Germany. I am employed by the owner of the apartment to sell this apartment.
So far, so normal. But Niklas Hackstein doesn't stay alone for long.
In the United States, buyers often have a representative. This individual or entity participates in the processes to ensure the buyer's interests are protected and prioritized. And that's what Dorba is doing today.
But surprise, surprise, Dorba Krishna, the agent for the millionaire buyers, appeared alone at the appointment. Why did she show up without her clients?
They're still out in LA, but they wanted me to give the kind of overview to them, as usual.
So they don't do the heavy lifting, right?
Yep, working hard. We call it a preview. My clients often call me their eyes and ears, which I love. It means that I am kind of sensing everything out for them.
People trust her and she knows what they are looking for.
So it could well be a nerve-wracking viewing for the German real estate agent in New York. The buyer's agent knows any trick in the book a seller could pull.
Dorba always brings in really good clients. I just know that her clientele is also very demanding. What she told me on the phone was that the couple is from LA. They are looking for a pied de terre, which means a second home in New York.
They're looking for something that's not a skyscraper, not kind of your super high floor living, very much kind of down to earth, Tribeca, intimate feel. Privacy is kind of important to them.
Niklas Hackstein would definitely have privacy on offer, at least by New York standards. Because even in Tribeca, you can't live without neighbors. However, maintaining this level of privacy in a place like Manhattan comes with a hefty price, around $6 million to be exact.
For a 3-bedroom apartment, almost $6 million. That's not cheap, but it's because of the neighborhood.
And how luxurious are the amenities you get in this neighborhood for $6 million? That's exactly what buyer broker Dorba is now having demonstrated on behalf of her millionaire clients from Los Angeles.
This is yours. Your entryway closet. Your wardrobe, that is. There we go.
Okay. The closet opening has been challenging, and that will go into the offer, and we will say we need $50,000 to replace all of these closet doors.
So let's hold on to this. Salesman estate agent Niklas Hackstein is now $50,000 in the red, so to speak. Will he be able to recoup it?
I think the stove in the apartment here costs $50,000. French, La Cornue. It feels very exclusive,
Yeah.
right?
Little industrial. In LA, you have like these super glamorous kitchens, and I feel like this is a little more bare bones.
First impression, oh God, it's all so small, especially the kitchen. And where is my third dishwasher?
You know, you don't praise too much in front of the other agent because you don't want to say, oh, we love this apartment, it's amazing. Like, shh, you know.
I highly doubt you'll see a nicer kitchen in this price range.
Even if the luxury estate agent with German roots knows, of course, that the apartment he is supposed to sell is certainly worth seeing. Nevertheless, there is always a little residual uncertainty.
If Dorba doesn't like it today, I won't get the chance to show my product to the actual buyers.
There's still a possibility for Niklas Hackstein to potentially convince the buyer's representative, who now deals with wealthy clients from LA, to be assured with certainty.
Beautiful view, as you know, from New York.
How is the soundproofing of the windows?
Fantastic.
Did the German luxury broker answer a little too quickly after all? Now he must prove his claim, of course. How is the noise level?
Oh God, I hope it goes well now, because there are a lot of fire engines and police in New York. If the fire engine drives past at that exact moment, it will be so loud, then I'll have to roll down the window really quickly.
Oh, and look, it comes down on its own. That's great. That's fine.
Oh wait, you heard something? And now? It is actually very quiet.
Regardless of the noise outside, what's really waiting beyond these windows? In this $6 million Tribeca apartment, it's clear that the views themselves may not be the strongest selling point.
The views are compromised in some of the windows. The building here might be
Challenging.
yeah.
Dorba doesn't really hold back with her opinion.
The walls in front of the windows, I think that's definitely going to be an adjustment for them. They have this idea of like New York, like a low floor to like the lower windows, like the fuller windows. Whereas here you kind of start at this level.
For $6 million, you can't have it all. The venue we're in now is extensively luxurious, a piece of architectural wonder. I don't find the asking price to be unreasonable given the opulence it brings to us. You have this massive walk-in shower, which is very nice.
Now, would you call that massive? I don't know. So what's the story? Why is there a plant in there?
It needs a lot of water, that's why we put it there. I don't really mind things like that. I think it lightens the mood. It makes everything a bit more entertaining.
One shower further on, however, even the likable German estate agent can't make up any ground with humor.
They didn't do a glass shutter, they did shower curtain.
Yes.
Not a lot of shower curtains in this price range. My first thought as a seasoned real estate broker is to come in and burn it down.
I mean, it's beautifully done and integrated in the ceiling, but I still think I would change
take that
it.
down, yeah. I would take that down, for sure. I think we would probably put some glass doors in there. These are all things that I make mental note of and I take back to my buyers.
I just have to say that we didn't do that well. We should have taken out the shower curtain and put in a nice glass wall. Shower curtain doesn't say almost $6 million.
Where he's right, but nothing is lost yet. After all, the German agent isn't showing the Tribeca luxury apartment to the buyers today. For now, it's only to the estate agent representing the potential buyers. So is there still something to be salvaged?
We have 2 bedrooms here.
Are there ceilings lower here?
They are lower.
I mean, my client is pretty tall, so he might bump his head. But you think I'm joking?
Thank God.
I don't love these beds, but everyone has their own taste.
And next door in the utility room in this apartment worth millions, there are even water stains on the wooden floor.
And I can't really argue with that. Especially coming from Germany, I don't ever understand why people put wooden floors in laundry rooms.
Well, I would just put a mat down or something, but yeah.
Don't have a mat, but maybe I can have this here. That's half of my job, that I always find simple solutions quickly.
Lösung finden.
Covered now. You don't see any of the
Voila, it's gone.
I'm not someone who tries to hide things. Of course, it makes many things easier at the time. But at the end of the day, everything always comes out anyway.
And at the end of the day, $1 million apartment in a prime Manhattan location in the middle of Tribeca is actually less about such supposed little things. However, even minor details can have a surprisingly major impact on pricing.
Some of these things can be fixed, like the floors could be refinished, we could put another coat of paint on. There are things like that where we can work through, and it's always a good negotiation tactic.
Speaking of negotiations, they are about to happen. Seller's agent Niklas and the representative of potential buyers Dorba sit down to talk straight.
My question would be, how motivated is the seller? Do you think there's a little room? Like, what do you think is a reasonable give and take here?
It's not brand new, but it's also not old, right? All the things we are experiencing today are charming details for me. They're probably trying to haggle a bit on the price, but in general, these are not deal-breaking components.
Everyone's looking for a deal, no matter how wealthy they are.
We're asking right now 5.75. I think we could probably do a deal at 5.5 here.
Okay, I think that makes sense because they would probably want to put $250,000 into the bathrooms, the cabinets,
sure.
Some of the closets, like those shower curtains. I would love to do a deal with Niklas, but I also want to get the best value for them.
And that's how it can actually work for both sides. Negotiating without those personally affected being in the room. It really does seem to be much quicker and less emotional this way.
I think we've cleared the first hurdle and I'm looking forward to the viewing with the actual buyers.
I will pitch it to them. It's between this and another listing that's a little further down on Reed Street.
The important thing now is to get the buyers ready to make the really final decisions.
We have another contender that this is probably going to be definitely our top 2 contenders.
And if Dorber's clients actually decide in favor of the Tribeca apartment marketed by Niklas Hackstein, which is also a normal process in the US luxury segment, then this one real estate transaction would ultimately mean that both agents involved, Niklas and Dorber, would each receive their own commission. Unthinkable in Germany? Perhaps, but at least the buyers would have saved themselves various viewings and negotiations. Mehr von premiumluxus.tv. Hier direkt zu den nächsten Videos. Und nicht vergessen, liken und abonnieren.